Madam, what is the case?
Sir, it's about my termination.
You are working in which department?
Judiciary. As a judge.
Acha.
Lordship will come to the last order which was passed. Lordship's query was very specific. What is the difference between
हाँ,
जी
this matter we have heard sometime. no?
जी
Oh yes. हाँ मैडम इसको
Yeah. Sir, regarding your query, which you said last time is in para 23, my lord.
हाँ
The Supreme Court in the matter of Parsattam Lal Dhingra versus Union of India has held that mere termination of service without more of such an employee would constitute his removal or dismissal from service, attracting Article 311(2) of the Constitution of India.
Madam, you were on probation now?
Yes, sir.
So please tell us, see, when you are on a probation, all right?
Yes,
Then,
sir.
and he is a confirmed employee. So what are the protection can be granted to a probationer employee? You are a probationer.
Yes, sir.
So what is the protection can be granted to you by the Constitution? Please tell us the.
Sir, it is the safeguard is granted under Article 311, subclause 2.
How?
It says that if any
You are not. See, please try to understand these things. When you are on a probation,
yes, sir.
what is your status? Please explain on this issue first.
Yes, sir.
And what is the law which provides that the probationer has to be protected in what manner?
Yes, sir.
You are taking the judgment that will not help you. Prima facie, I tell you.
Yes, sir.
You are. Please go and search some judgment on probationer.
Yes, sir. I have searched.
Yes, please tell us now. Come to that.
Judgment passed by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Registrar General High Court of Gujarat versus Jaisri Chamanlal Buddha Bhatti. In this case,
Which paragraph you want me to read out?
paragraph 28
Uh,
it says that having gone through the silent judgments on the issue in hand, one thing which emerges very clearly is that if it is a case of deciding the suitability of a probationer and for that limited purpose any inquiry is conducted, the same cannot be faulted as such. However, if during the course of such an inquiry any allegations are made against the person concerned which result into a stigma, he ought to be afforded the minimum protection which is contemplated under Article 311 subclause 2 of the Constitution of India, even though he may be a probationer. The protection is very limited, which to inform the person concerned about the charges against him and to give him a reasonable opportunity of being heard. Having noted the facts as they have emerged on the record, can be preliminary inquiry conducted against the respondent in the present case be said to be an innocent one only to assess her suitability. Is it not apparent that certain aspirations were cast on the character of the respondent during the course of the conduct of this inquiry on her suitability? If that was so, was it not expected from a high judicial institution like the High Court to afford her the minimum opportunity to defend herself? In some sense, this court has observed that subordinate judges are under the care and custody of the High Court. This custody and care certainly requires the High Court to afford the subordinate judges the minimum opportunity which is otherwise available to every other civil servant under Article 311 subclause 2. My lord, this case is similar as my case because while deciding my confirmation, the standing committee in annexure R21, page number 408 of this paper book, certain matters were taken by the standing committee on its meeting held on 31st January 2017. Also taken, that complaint was made by the then District Judge Ambikapur against me on 30th April 2016. It is pertinent to mention that before this 30th April 2016, I myself filed a complaint against then CJ Mr. Varial against about his conduct, but he no action was taken by district judge, and then he complaint, he filed a complaint against me before the Registrar General. And this was taken at the time of deciding my confirmation before the standing committee. And the third complaint was taken by this standing committee is complaint 10th May 2016 by one R.S. Sukla, ASI. He complained against me, and that complaint was taken at the time of deciding my probation. And this complaint was also made after I complained against Mr. Varial, and also against when I complained against Mr. Varial and the district judge Ambikapur at that time. I also complained about because he has not taken any action against that CGM. I complained about district judge and CGM before the portfolio judge because no opportunity was given to me. So all these complaints were taken at the time of consideration of my probation. That's why I have to get this protection under Article 311 Clause 2 because the complaint was taken. So therefore this case of Registrar General High Court of Gujarat and Justice Chamanlal Buddha Bhatti is applicable.
Now, subsequently, the Honorable Supreme Court has also taken some other view in 2019 or 18. You have gone through with the judgment of it is arising out of, I think, Rajasthan se hai shayad. Will you just check up it up?
22.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it's Abhay Jain versus.
Yes. What
yeah.
he says?
In this case, the matter was also about this additional. He was
On a probation.
Sorry.
He was on probation.
Yeah, he was also in probation.
Where your copy है आपके पास?
Yeah.
Madam, don't tell yes बोलिए.
Sorry, sir.
We are in living in Hindustan.
So,
है ना?
sorry, sir.
Doesn't look nice.
Sorry, sir.
क्या बोलता है इसमें?
Sir, in this case, Abhay Jain was appointed as an additional district judge in year of 2013, and he was while dealing with some bail matter, he has given bail, and that was complaint against him. He was in probation for 2 years, before. And one anonymous complaint was filed against him stating that after rejection of the High Court on that particular bail, he granted the bail. And kindly, my lord, kindly see the page number, the last page. In para 71, the Honorable Supreme Court held that to conclude, we are of firm view that in the present case there was no material to show cause unsatisfactory performance of the appellant in terms of requirement under Rule 45 and 46 of the RJS Rules 2010. Moreover, the appellant.
High Court, you tell us.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are the rules to record a finding whether the performance of the petitioner is satisfactory or not?
Not sure.
Whether any statutory rules have been framed
Not sure.
which says how the performance
is to be-
appraisal has to be made, what is the pendency of the, what are the parameters laid down by the rules made in this, you have to tell us on the next appeal.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
My lord, in this case, moreover, the appellant's discharge was not simpliciter as claimed by the respondent. The non-communication of the ACS to the appellant has been proved to be arbitrary, and since the respondent choose to hold an inquiry into appellant's alleged misconduct, the termination of his service is by way of punishment because it puts a stigma on his competence and thus affects his future career. In such a case, the appellant would be entitled to the protection of Article 311 subclause 2 of the Constitution. Moreover, the adverse comments on the ACR for the year 2015 would not have been the basis on which the appellant was discharged from service. The appellant was never granted an opportunity to improve, and there was no intimation to him about his performance being unsatisfactory. This case is also relevant to my case because my ACR of 2015 to 16, in which adverse remarks are wrote in about me, that was communicated to me after my termination, 10th April 2017, that was communicated to me.
When communicated to you?
10th April 2017, and that is the ACR of 2015-16. And my lord, regarding rule, there is a rule also, rule of the High Court. The Chhattisgarh Judicial Officer Confidential Rule Regulation 2015.
When this rule has been made effective?
2015.
No, the rules are 2015, but when it has been made effective? The date must be given. 27/1/2015. Yes.
In that rule, your lordship, regulation number 7.
Yes.
Regulation number 7 speaks about
Communication.
yes, my lord. Preparation of ACR and its time limit.
Yes.
And it's subclause 4, the ACR submitted by the reporting authority shall be made available to the concerned reviewing authority by 15th May. My review authority is the portfolio judge.
Portfolio judge, yes.
Sir, note, its note says every endeavor shall be made by the authorities in early finalization of confidential report so as to enable the authority to communicate the final concluded confidential report.
Who are your reporting authority?
My reporting authority was the district judge.
District judge. And
Reviewing authority is portfolio judge.
and
Honorable portfolio.
what is the role of the Honorable Chief Justice?
Sorry, my lord.
Whether the Honorable Chief Justice is accepting authority?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, sir.
How? Whether it has been defined in the rules?
Authority and accepting authority is Chief Justice.
Yes. Chief Justice is accepting.
Chief Justice.
What was the what was
Above mentioned Kumari Akanksha Bad with immediate effect.
and what was the recommendation of the full court?
There is no recommendation by the full court, my lord.
No, it will be.
There is only a standing committee who recommended my termination.
What was the recommendation?
Page number 409,
Yes.
resolution second says the standing committee considered the overall performance and entire service record of Kumari Akanksha Bhardwaj on perusal of the record. It is found that she is not fit for confirmation in service. Therefore, it is resolved to recommend termination of her service under sub-rule 4 of Rule 11 of the Chhattisgarh Lower Judicial Service, Recruitment and Condition of Service Rule 2006. This recommendation was made by standing committee, my lord. And it also says entire service record of Kumari Akanksha Bhardwaj.
So whether entire service record means your ACR has to be taken? See, ACR and this entire service record are altogether different things. Means whether this order doesn't speak about that your ACRs have been taken into consideration. So I don't think that will help you out at the initial at the moment. Once whether the performance assessed by the standing committee is justified for termination or not, that has to be submitted by the High Court. You are saying that you have taken two stands. One is that as per the judgment passed by the division bench of this court, the standing committee is not empowered to terminate. This is
Yes.
your one limb of argument on the last date of hearing.
Yes, my lord.
The second is that standing committee has considered the record and no opportunity of hearing has been given to you. These two limb of argument is there.
Yes, my lord.
This is only 2 points you want to emphasize.
But kindly see the ACR communicated to me.
In the year 2017 after termination, after discontinuation of your probation period or
Yes,
non-extension of your probation period. The appropriate word will be non-extension of probation period or dismissal, termination, whatever the name is. But these 2 points mainly you are emphasizing that the standing committee has no power in view of the rule 4(3) of the rules of High Court rules.
Yes, my
The
lord.
standing committee cannot issue the order for termination.
Yes, my lord.
One is, and the entire service record has been considered, but no opportunity of hearing has been given to you.
My lord, one more thing is that
Yes.
not entire service record was taken.
You want to say, sir? Likhna, the petitioner in person would submit point number 1 that the standing committee is not empowered to recommend it for termination in view of the rule 4(c) of the High Court of the rules, High Court rules 2007. As such, termination is bad in law. Number 2, she would further submit that the entire service record has not been taken into consideration.
Yes, my lord.
And therefore recording of finding that performance is unsatisfactory is contrary to the record.
Yes, my lord.
As such, the recommendation is bad in law.
Yes, my lord.
Third point is since they have taken into the consideration certain allegations levied against the petitioner, therefore at least she must be given an opportunity of hearing
Yes, my
to
lord.
defend herself.
Yes, my lord.
This is your 3 points, huh?
Yes, my lord.
All right. Yes, sir.
Lordship, at the outset, I have submitted that it is to be argued by senior advocate Mr. Bharat.
Where is
But,
he?
Your Lordship, today he is unavailable, and a fixed date was granted earlier by your Lordship of.
Yes, we will give a figure.
Any
Part
date?
heard.
Yeah.
Argument heard. Madam, this is your argument?
Yes, your Lordship.
Madam, why don't you prepare synopsis of your case?
Yes, lord. I have already prepared.
Give it to us. The petitioner has already submitted his written synopsis
Sure.
also. A copy भी आप उनको भी दे दीजिए. Mr. Vanchale would submit that his senior Mr. Praful Balar is not available.
Harshvardhan.
Mr. Harshvardhan would submit that his senior is not available today, therefore he prefers short adjournment. Argument heard in part. Madam Bharadwaj has already argued the matter. Please this case on for further hearing on 27 January. 27 January we'll hear finally. Yes. मैडम वो डिवीजन बेंच के जजमेंट है उसको बता दीजिएगा तो
Yes, my lord.
वो
All judgments are
दे
there.
दीजिए गो टू अस
Rules of
हाई कोर्ट रूल्स
Yes.
दे दीजिए सर्विस रूल
yes, sir. Sir, lower judicial
दे
service.
दीजिए when the whether any amendment is made in these rules
I didn't find any
you have searched it out?
amendment.
Yes already
Only about the pay scale there is
Ah.
amendment.
yes
Now pay scale is higher.
all right